What's up, YouTube? So here I am, Motivation and Travel, coming at you, getting ready to go to the airport. And basically we're going to talk to Mr. James from letjameshelp.com. And he's going to talk about 7 rules for a successful business. So get your crayons out, put your seatbelt on, because you're going to get ready for a good ride. And this is great information. So make sure you're taking notes. I present to you Mr. James from letjameshelp.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So before I talk about the 7 rules, let me just give you a little background. So I'm very fortunate that I
Can you hold this one?
had leadership roles in billion-dollar corporations, right? And what I learned is that these companies that make hundreds of billions of dollars, right, a year, it's not an accident. They've got a lot of stuff figured out. They got a lot of smart people with a lot of fancy initials after their names, right? That figured a lot of stuff out. And you can, I have a saying, in business, it's okay to cheat. Maybe it's not okay to cheat on your spouse. Maybe it's not okay to cheat on a test. But in business, it's okay to cheat. And what I mean by that is you can take success that you see in other businesses and you can copy that. The second thing I'll say to kind of set this up is there's a statistic that's really important. The most reliable statistic to predict the success of a business, if you're talking about financial success, is how many employees does it have, right? So for example, the average business in the United States makes about $46,000 a year, right? So in most places in the United States, that's not even going to get you out of poverty, right? What's the point of running a business if you're still broke, right? That's the reason people have side hustles, by the way, right? You've got now people have got 2, 3, 4, 5 side hustles. They're basically working 80, 90 hours a week. Every second they're awake, they're working because they don't have one thing that's wildly successful. Okay, you add 4 employees, it goes to $500,000. You add up to 10 employees, it goes to over $1 million. So the point there is these companies, they've got this stuff figured out, and there's 7 commonalities that you're going to see when you look at these billion-dollar companies. Microsoft and Tesla, Home Depot, stuff like that. And so the 7 things are these. The first is you start with your values. Start with your values. So these 7 things, they don't go in order. They work more like a thread. The only one that goes in order is the first one. Start with your values. There's a lot of magical things that happen in your business when you build it around your values. The way you attract people, the way you hold people accountable, the way you message to your customer. All of that, if you do it around your values, it's incredible what happens. Number 2, process plus behavior equals results. So that's counterintuitive. If you're looking for a business result, you actually don't focus on the result. As your leader, it's your responsibility to make sure there's a process in place. Understand what behaviors support that process. You want to obsessively focus on those behaviors once the process is in place, and the result will be automatic. Process plus behavior equals results. Number 3, build a team. Okay, so I said before, the best predictor is how many employees you have, right? If you want to scale your business, grow your business, build a team, hire people. Okay, it's incredibly important. Number 4, develop based on competencies. So every job on the planet, no matter what the job is, has competencies, which is just basically skill sets or behaviors that you leverage to be successful. So I give the same example all the time. Imagine a preacher. Imagine that you're a preacher. As you can imagine, a preacher is going to leverage communication. And if you're a preacher who doesn't have very good communication, there's probably not a lot of people in your church, right? So competencies are really, really important. Understand what competencies support the role that you're in. Obsessively focus on developing those competencies. You automatically improve the business. Rule number 5 is good business decisions. The operative word is good. Good business decisions are made based on data and not emotion. So there's a reason that's a 2-part statement. It's our nature as human beings to do things based on emotion. That's going to help us find a spouse, maybe, right? That's going to help us keep us from playing with lions and tigers, because our emotions tell us that's a bad idea. But what it's not going to do is help you make business decisions. For those, you need data, right? Good business decisions are made based on data. Rule number 6, have a plan. So everything you do in your business should be purposeful. Everything you do in your business should have an intended result, something that's scripted, and all of that is written out in your plan. If you have things you want to accomplish in your business and it's not written down, you don't have a plan, then you just have ideas, right? You can't execute from nothing. You need to write it down and have a plan. So rule number 6 is have a plan. Number 7 is accountability. Accountability delivers results. So we're all human, right? We're all human. And humans need accountability, right? Even if you're holding yourself accountable, right? Manage your time. The things that you said you were going to do in your plan, did you do the things you said you were going to do in your plan? All of that is accountability. The way that you achieve consistent results is by making sure you have a process to deliver accountability. So listen, anybody can install those 7 principles in their business. It doesn't matter the size or scope of the business. And if you install those 7 things in your business, I promise you'll achieve 2 things. 2 things every business on the planet should be trying to achieve. Number 1 is consistency. It doesn't sound sexy, but that's what you want. Think about it. Consistency. The reason people are afraid to hire is because they don't have consistency, right? They don't have consistency in the cash flow that they're receiving in their business. So they have fear around hiring other people because they don't know if they're going to be able to pay them. When you think about the stock market, when you think about investors, when an investor wants to invest in a business, what are they looking for? They're looking for that business has consistency. So that's something that you want in your business. The other is perpetual growth. You want growth that perpetuates itself. Okay, again, think the stock market's a great example. Why do investors invest, and why does the stock price of a particular business go up? Because analysts see growth ahead, right? They see consistent growth ahead. And so that's something that you want in your business. If you install these 7 things, you will get these 7 principles, you'll get those 2 things in your business: perpetual growth and consistency. I hope that helps. Good luck. Go get them.
Look, where can people find you, and what services do you offer through your company?
So Let James Help is the best. So I'm on Instagram at Let James Help. My website is letjameshelp.com. My email address is james@letjameshelp.com. So, and what I do is I help people install these 7 things in their business. So if you think you need that, Let James Help.
Absolutely. So basically how it works is he'll come in, do a consultation, and get you on the right footing. James, thank you for your time. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Ben.